Audio is on. We should be good now.
Still not seeing nothing. Am I crazy?
No, it's got a little bit of a lag on it.
Oh, I'm getting a commercial.
Oh, wow. Maybe
My
it did
own
restart. We live? I think we're live.
Yep, you're live. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
everybody.
We're on Zoom chat.
Captain Lasagna, we are live.
happening.
What's up, Nessie?
What up, everyone? Yeah, Captain, you can throw We Are Live, you at everyone, and hit the format. Make a format we can do each time. Thank you, Brendan, for that Twitch Prime. Everybody,
That's
welcome.
Nice.
Everybody, welcome Kay. Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Hey, Kay.
Good to be here. Such an honor.
Yes.
I feel like I should have shaved my head for this to match you guys.
Oh my God.
Or you could have gotten bangs.
Yeah.
I probably would have.
I'll grow my hair back.
There was a day.
What up, Bren? There was a day. Steve, what was your hair like when you were younger? Or like
I had,
last year?
Last year. My hair was long. I had hair down to the middle of my back.
Oh, wow.
And I still, if I could do a ponytail right now, I would, but I can't.
Kurt's here. Paco Ladama, I don't know how to say their name. Is from
Kurt,
Mexico.
what's up?
Kay, do you have the chat up? Can you see everybody?
Here was the end. Yeah, Kay's in there.
Yes.
A little
Oh, let's VIP you up. VIP.
Ooh.
Hey, Dargs. All right, now
Don't mess around.
yeah. Now text again. Happy editing challenge day. Yeah, let's go. Mel, did you get it fixed? Can you see us? What up, Odin? Dang, what up, Nate? So there we go. See, you got a little crystal now. Little diamond.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you're VIP.
And I think
Sure.
it's A. Crustrix says you guys are wearing the same shirt right now, which would be, I don't know how two people fit in one shirt. Well, that's a cool shirt.
Yeah, I didn't see you when I put this on. That's
Yeah.
good.
Let me see that again.
It's
a BLM shirt, but it's written almost like a Black Sabbath
Black
shirt.
Sabbath group. It's
Yeah,
like from
That's
nice.
sick. Represent.
That's how you do it.
I'm kind of. It's a little freaky to like wear it around town, but I figure I could wear it on a live stream for sure.
Well, especially where you are.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's actually like surprise. Like to me, it's like a no-brainer. It's like, yeah, of course I'll support that. And then you go places and people are against it. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
I'm just like face palm. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's wrong
What
with
did your
you?
parents do to you in
Yeah.
your youth?
What is
Come
going on?
We
Melissa
got Odin in there.
Day
We got
Martin.
Janelle.
First time on Twitch today, so thank you for joining us. She hit me up on Twitter.
You've never been on Twitch?
No, Melissa.
Oh,
Melissa. It's the
Melissa,
person in
okay.
the chat. Yeah. And yeah, but we're definitely BLM on here because we're competent human beings that care for others.
Exactly.
So if you aren't, I mean,
Has reading comprehension skills. Like,
if you disagree with us, I would invite you to stay so you can learn how much
Yeah.
nicer it is to do it this way.
Yeah.
And I would never
to be
hate
on the
you.
right side of
Mhm.
logic.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right, we got first stream. Couldn't miss. Thank you, Misha. Yeah. All right, well, we got to thank you guys, everybody, for joining. We're going to get started here. Today we've got Kay on stream, and if you joined us all week, you edited the photo. My lovely co-host, Steve. Say hi, Steve. Steve, coming all the way from Hemet, California.
Oh, come on. No.
Where you
I
at?
say that like I'm defensive. Yeah, but yes, Southern California, yes, Hemet, no.
Kay, where you at?
Fargo, North Dakota.
Let's go.
Very exotic.
Okay, so how many people start saying lines out of the movie Fargo to you?
Well, it's more so like the accent, which I have like bits and pieces of. Especially
Are you
if it's
from
like,
there originally?
Yeah, born and raised here.
So
Yeah.
do you say things like, oh, so that would be your partner in the wood chipper, eh?
Yep, sometimes. It comes out a lot when I say like bag. Like, I don't know. Especially if I've had like a drink or two in me, apparently it comes out like really bad. But I never noticed it until I started like obviously getting around the country and people would spot it and I'd be like, I had no idea that apparently I talk like this. But then I watched the movie and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. That sounds about right though.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I want to brag about where I am because I just arrived here, guys.
do it.
But I'm checking where I am first. I'm in Radford, Virginia. Not West Virginia. I'm out of West Virginia, guys.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, I'm in Virginia. I drove 11 hours today. Oh. Yo, shower shoes or no shower shoes, Kay? You've seen the. Do you know what the?
Get that one
you
in
toured?
quick.
Yeah, you toured. You toured with
Yeah.
Silent Planet, right?
I tour with. So Silent Planet's probably like the biggest band that I've worked consistently
Yes.
with.
And then who else?
But they were kind of like the first band that actually had like venues with bathrooms in them and stuff that I worked with. But before that,
This
it was
venue's
like,
bathroom free.
yes. So it was like how you made it big, where it's like showers at the venue. That's huge.
And there's water going through them. Everything.
Yes, it's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But no, before that, I was like strictly emo bands, so
Yes.
not as many opportunities for shower shoes, I would say. But I saw it happening this year, but then Miss Rona had something to say about that. So maybe next year.
Shower mask is going to be a thing now, I think, huh?
Oh, no. Awful.
I almost forgot that you do so much music stuff just because of our conversation before stream and the fact that it's a surfing photo this week. I was like, wait, no, yeah, she's.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget too, especially right now.
You what?
Sometimes I forget too, especially summer.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's been it feels like forever since I've shot a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It has. I mean, relative to how often we probably all shoot, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I only got to do 3 shows this year, and it was like the first 3 shows, and I was supposed to be gone for 3 months straight.
Oh wow.
And I got shut down. So yeah, it was supposed to be like the last week and a half of the last Silent Planet tour, and then a month of Europe with Silent Planet and Fit for a King, and then a month of emo bands like Hot Mulligan and Heart Attack Man. So I was supposed to be gone until like beginning of July.
You were just kind of taking them all together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have
awesome.
to ask you something. Who is this in this shot?
That's
Silent Planet. That's who we're talking about, dude.
That's what I thought, and I love this shot.
That's so sweet because we took that in Banff, which was my.
Banff is one of the most beautiful places on the planet.
Yes, I had been dreaming of going there my entire life, and like this little drive that we did.
We're cut off. Right.
That was like a year ago now. Through Banff, that was like the only time I got to see it. Was like this middle of the night drive, and we were kind of like looking at the van windows, and like everybody was asleep. I wasn't asleep, and I was like, "Hey, what if we like pulled over for a sec?" And like we woke everybody up and got them out of their bunks and took this photo by like using my shoe as a tripod and the brake lights to light them, and it was badass. Everybody was like a little cranky at first, but then when they saw the photo, they were
such a cool photo.
Yeah, that was a good mem.
Yeah, that is cool. See, we got us all situated on screen, then you switch back. It's all good though. No,
I can put it back up.
No, it's good. It's good.
All right.
But now I have the ST and Steve cut off, so let me move this over a little bit. I'm like looking at it on my phone.
I can be Eve. I'm good with that.
Eve Brazil.
Brazil.
That goes nicely with my name. We can be in a relationship.
E&E. We'll start a business.
Eve
and El Macias.
No, Adam and Eve. You guys, come on.
Adam.
Oh.
You guys, come on.
God.
Wow.
I missed that.
Wow.
I'm so ashamed of myself right now. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, but if we were shooting shows, I would have been faster and gotten that.
Mm-hmm. Excuses. Wow. So, what did you say? Eve and El Macias?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm slow.
Yeah.
Hi, Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole's in there as well.
Let's go. All right, I think I got everybody's name on screen now. It's like
your work is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, wait, when did you start shooting? / how long have you been shooting for? Okay. Obviously not.
Hold up, you just went full robot.
Yeah, you went
Can I
full.
get that one more time.
I'm here now though.
Yes, you're here.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Everybody, just to let you know, I'll have you know that I've been traveling for like a month, and our Wi-Fi this is the worst it's ever been, so it's not bad. It could be a lot worse.
I remember your first stream when all the screens were like flying all over the place.
Oh my God, you were there.
Yes.
Steve, remember that before we do? Because we were importing each screen separately from Skype, and you have to use a filter that maximizes. You have to like add a filter to each one, and it was just a shit show to say the least. It was so funny. We had Vogel.
There was a point where he went upside down.
He went upside down, yeah.
He was just all over the place.
And I'm sitting there watching it, thinking,
"What up, Shark
Something's not right here."
You guys had to kind of like muscle through it and just pretend like it wasn't happening, which made it like that much more fun.
Yeah, we just wanted to get it straightened out before you came on.
Yeah, we were just
so that
practicing.
Kay stays upside right, because if you turn upside down, your bangs will fall down. And
exactly, and then No, the whole inertia of the Earth will be
Yeah. Oh yeah.
messed up.
Gravity is a
You
bitch.
can't have that. Exactly. Yeah, no, Maddie Vogel was the little test subject.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. Dang, thanks for all the subs, guys. Okay, I don't know how you're
Sean, that's
familiar with
awesome.
Twitch, but like when people sub, it's kind of the way of supporting. Like, obviously we don't charge anybody to do this, but that's why I say thank you. Is not trying to interrupt, but you know, is Mama Dargs your mom?
Yeah. Oh my God, is she here?
Is she here?
She's like 20 feet away from me too. So.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awesome. Hi, Mom.
Everybody say what up to mom. We gotta always respect the parents. What up? That's what we like to see. That's the support we're here for. Family, friends.
We're roommates right now with, when Corona came through, she was living in Florida, and Florida's like not a great place to be right now. So we kind of found like a little.
Is it ever a great place? I'm just kidding.
Don't
Florida's good. I'm just kidding.
Florida man, he delivers.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff there.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was talking to actually Shu or Five Ho, the guy who rated us last time. I called him on the phone today to talk about Twitch, and he was teaching me a lot of stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, you know, Twitch chat reflects the Twitch streamer," and I'm really happy because our chat is awesome. So I'm really proud of our everything. So I don't know. I hope your mom enjoys it today. We don't say swear words either very much often. So.
Well, we love swearing in this house.
Okay, we're swearing today just to make the mom happy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. She says she is a proud mom.
Proud mom.
Wow.
And as you should be.
Yes. Okay, so wait, you started shooting when? Because we got sidetracked. Well, how long ago was it? What?
Okay, so I mean, I've like always kind of had a camera, you know, the usual.
Yeah. But when did people pay you, or when did you think your work was worth being paid for?
My first gig was when I shot my like in high school and middle school, I was kind of just the person that had a camera all the time. And my two marketing teachers who had already been married before were getting married.
Cool.
And they're both like 45. And so I was like the club photographer for like the club that they ran. And they had me shoot their wedding. So I was like 15, 16 when I got like $250 to shoot a wedding.
That's big money when you're that age.
That's
wow, you are rich. You can go buy 3 cars if you're 15.
Exactly. No, that's so real though. Like before that, I was just like taking photos all the time and nannying and working at the baseball stadium. And then when that happened, I was like, wait, this is a lot better. And then I started going to shows at like our local venue, a little dingy basement venue
Nice.
when I was 16, 17. And would just shoot every single show there, even if I was like the only person there. Like did not matter who it was. I would shoot it.
For timeline's sakes, I know this is like not always the most play thing, but how old are you now? Just so we can like place it.
I just turned 23 like a few days ago.
Happy birthday. Okay, so we're all right. So we're about at 6 years ago now. All right, keep walking us through the timeline of what happened next.
Okay, so I started shooting shows at our little venue, like 16, 17. Then I remember I got my first like show photo pass when I was 17 because I was like a little fangirl for like the little local.
We all were.
Yeah, we had like.
That's why we're here.
Exactly. Yeah. This is what this is. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, we had like one sizable venue that doesn't exist anymore, and the guys that normally shoot those shows couldn't for it was Taking Back Sunday, and that
was your first photo pass.
And Frankie Arrow in the celebration. Yeah, so that was like my first time getting like a photo wristband and getting to go in the pit, and I was like 17, 16. So that was like mind blowing. Had no idea what I was doing.
No, but that's a good way to start.
That's great.
Yeah, so that was my first time like not in a basement. And then after that I got a gig kind of with one of like our local booking agents, and I got to shoot like all the random shows that came through town, like Weird Al and like Bryce Benjamin and things like that.
Because you're working for who? You're working for the booking agency?
Yeah, for people doing the shows there. But our venues just keep disappearing. So it's weird that I shot a lot more like larger scale shows when I was like 17 to like 19, I suppose.
That's awesome.
I'm just really curious. What was it like with what you wanted to shoot and what you had started shooting when you had to go shoot Weird Al?
Honestly, Weird Al wasn't that long ago. That was only like 2 years ago. I love Weird Al, so it was just such a trip though, because
Doesn't
like,
everybody? You gotta love Weird Al. He's
You've
like,
got to.
you've
Yes.
got to.
like
But
it was-
such a departure, but one of the most creative humans probably ever.
he's so talented. Like I don't know, he can rap really fast, sing really fast. I don't know. I don't want to say that he's a rapper.
He's everything.
Yeah, he's so sick. And it's just hilarious because everybody in the crowd was like dressed like him and had like their hair done like them, and it was really scary but awesome. So, but yeah, so I just kind of built up like a repertoire at like our little basement venue with Fargo bands, but also mostly Minneapolis bands because Minneapolis is like 3 hours away from me.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, so I would do a lot of work in Minneapolis too. I got my first like Minneapolis photo pass. Remember, I graduated high school like 6 months early, but I remember I was like still in that first little chunk of senior year. I got my first like photo pass for a show. It was Reliant K in Minneapolis, and I just kind of like
so good.
I know, yeah. I applied with like 0 credentials or anything, but I got approved, so I got to like get out of school early, and my mom drove me to go shoot Reliant K.
Your mom rocks.
I know.
And now she's let's go, mom.
Yeah. So that was another little milestone, and then I started touring with my friends, like smaller bands, like just like pop punk bands out of Minneapolis, like Unturned, and eventually like Remo Drive, and bands like that. And that was kind of the next big step.
So did you tour in like a van with them and kind of go around the U.S. or was it regional or was it, you know what I mean?
Yep, it was. I would say mostly regional starting out, like
Okay.
the Midwest, and it was very exciting with Unturned. We made it out to like New York City. That was probably like
Wow.
the biggest run. And I was like, I guess it was probably like 19 or 20.
That's great.
Were those your first big trips though too?
Yep, for sure. That was game changers for sure.
Did all your
And
friends think it was the coolest thing ever?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm going with a band across the country. That's got to be such a cool feeling.
Oh yeah, for sure. And a lot of those bands are like all their good friends too.
Mhm.
Starting out, especially with like Unturned and stuff. It's just a bunch of homies, and
That's how you do it. That's awesome.
it for like no money other than like they would like pay for my food and stuff, but it was just like so sick.
Do you think it made it harder that you hadn't traveled a lot and your first trips were on the tours, or did it not affect it at all?
I was like super open to traveling. Like being so isolated, like driving huge distances is like nothing to me.
Oh yeah, you're
my
just
mom-
used to it.
Yeah, like my mom moved to Florida when I was 18, and so I like made that drive a ton, and
Mm.
I was just kind of all over the place since I've been like 17. So no big deal. If you're from the Midwest, you're like drives are just nothing. It's just part of
Right.
existing. So
Because everything's so spread out anyway.
Yo, okay, can I comment on this real fast? Because I'm from the Midwest,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm out of the loop real quick. I did this drive and I went back to Madison, and I've gone back there a bunch, but we did like some drives, some bigger ones, and when I was a kid, thought that like every 40-minute drive was like 3 hours, and now I'm like driving it as an adult, and I'm like, this is so
Nothing.
short. What is going on?
You were the one saying, "Are we there yet? Are we there
Oh,
yet?"
my parents told me I was the worst. I screamed. But yeah, like, it's crazy how time changes so much as you get older. Steve, your days must fly by. I mean, I know we're similar in age, but you got a few ages. You got a few days.
Dude, that was cold.
that was brutal.
I mean, Steve, I feel like we're on a level where I can just be straight with you and you'll
Oh,
spit
wait
it
a
to me
minute!
straight.
It's Monday.
Yeah, no, you'll spit it to me straight. You're you're
Yes,
wise.
I will. And
yeah.
I think Mama in the chat will also agree with me.
Yeah.
Yes, it is shocking how fast stuff starts going.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, there are times you look back and go, "Wait, it's August? Wasn't it literally just February?" They just fly.
Yeah. It's scary. What can
That
I
was
do to
still
slow
cold.
it down other than like copious amounts of drugs? What can I do to like slow it down? Is there anything? Just go for
Melly Music said, "I just got slapped in the face with a wet shower shoe."
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
That's good. Time does fly. I just don't like that as we get older. Like, I don't know how you feel, Kay, but like every saying everybody told me when I was a kid, I slowly realized why it's true, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, god damn it! Why did I-
Perception. Yeah, perception of time, and like take Michelle, who was just on the show. For her, it's probably already tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Okay, now. It's because she's in Australia. Okay, you're tatted. Let's go. You got it. You're not wearing like fake sleeves, right? They're real.
Yeah, no, they're fake. I put them on every day.
Have you seen those before? You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
absolutely.
Those
So
things
fake.
were kind of cool before you knew they weren't.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Yo, if you guys want a podcast, Steve has one. It's called BehindTheShot.tv, and even if you don't like the content, his voice is soothing. So
It was
It
a
can
trip when
be.
I first like entered this chat and heard like the first words out of his voice. I was like, wow, incredible voice.
right, it's captivating.
Yeah, like he should like narrate like
Thank
nature
you, Kay.
documentaries.
When can we get your wife on here to tell us what it's like living with such an angelic voice?
She must be so calm.
Well, I mean, she's out there. You've met Deb.
Yeah, I've met her. I met her in January of last year.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was last year. Yeah. Now batting Kay Dargs.
What is this?
I don't know. Parker said now batting
Like
Kay Dargs. He's
I'm
doing your
like,
voice.
Now batting, Kay Dragen.
Hey,
That's me.
Kay, you worked at a baseball thing.
I did. Yeah, I did
Baseball
consent.
stadium, arena, court,
Yeah.
baseball court.
Baseball
Yeah,
court.
I worked at the baseball court. Not the little guys or the Red Hawks. The
Yeah.
best days when I got to do the mini donuts.
Is it a AAA team or something?
I have no clue. It's a baseball team.
Do you guys have
I don't-
Culvers there?
We do, yeah.
Have what?
But the-
How do you
with the
feel about
bonus-
Culvers?
I mean, they're cool.
All right,
I don't
I'll
eat
take
What's a Culver?
It's like a it's a
Culvers.
burger place. They have like
Are you vegan or veg?
veg.
Okay. Do you eat their frozen? Do you like frozen custard then?
Yeah, they're like milkshakes and stuff and all that.
Yeah.
That-
Let's go.
Yeah.
My
And I remember
roommate's
the
trying to
burgers
FaceTime
were
me.
super sick. Tell them to go away. What baby?
No, he's at a grocery store trying to make a charcuterie plate, and he wants my help.
Oh,
I
that's
know
nice.
that's what it's about. Yeah,
Okay. That's nice.
but I
Well,
can't help him right now.
No.
We got Kay in front of us.
You're gonna have to sit in the sliced meat aisle and think about it.
Hey, Kay says you gotta sit in the sliced meat aisle. Just chill out. This is the best kind of. Kay, is this everything you hoped it would be and less?
Absolutely.
All right, good. Thanks.
100%.
Thanks for agreeing to come on here and trusting us.
Going back to your Banff photo that I showed,
Yeah, let's do it.
because
Steve.
I still believe Banff is literally one of the most beautiful places you
I
will
still have
ever
never
visit.
seen it in the daylight. I only saw it in that tiny little
Oh, you're kidding!
15 minutes. Yeah, because we were going. It was the craziest
Wow.
Have you
Okay.
been there,
trip
Adam?
off of Canada. We were
No,
in
but I
Canada.
can relate to the 15-minute thing. I'll tell a story after. Continue with yours, Kay.
No, that's it. It was just.
It's
me
Banff.
and
You got to
her.
go during the day sometime. The town is
Oh, yeah.
awesome. They've got great whitewater rafting. It's just such a cool place. I'm curious, what
I've
is your
heard
favorite
about-
place that you've gone to on tour?
Well, I mean, right now I think I'm pretty like fixated on California. I'm kind of trying to like scoot my way over there.
Come hang.
That's kind of the plan. But
Let's
like,
go. We got beaches
That's
with
Yeah.
surfers.
I'm literally in the direct center of the continent, so deprived of the ocean, and I'm so sick of it. Like, it's bullshit.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, we-
bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have good oceans, and you don't even have to go to Hemet.
Incredible. Okay.
Don't go to Hemet. Have you ever watched the TV show called Love? Kay, it's on.
Yes, I have. I watched
Okay.
the first season.
Okay. In the second season, you know her like silly boyfriend guy.
Yeah.
He
shut
can-
the door.
Yeah, he convinces everybody to go on a trip with him, and he says that's his brother's house, and it's in Palm Springs. But when they get there, it's actually Hemet, and Hemet is this terrible
Not
place.
Palm Springs.
Not Palm Springs, and that's why I always say that because it's not a bad place, but it's not a desirable place to go. And that's the bullshit. But yeah, that
The
show.
people that live there love Hemet. Let's just say that. Before the emails start coming, the
Yeah.
people that live there love it.
yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Shouts out hammock.
I'm literally in Virginia right now.
I've never seen that show. I'm gonna have to check out that show.
It's good. The hardest part about it is they argue a lot and they yell, and it makes me sad. So I had to watch it in intervals, but the dialogue's so good.
We just started watching Sherlock.
Wait, what up,
Oh.
Falcone?
You stay watching that for a while.
Sherlock's good.
My God, each
Wow.
episode is a movie.
Yeah,
They're 90 minutes long,
it's so
and
good.
the chemistry between those two is perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
it's
loved
good.
it.
Yeah, I love the Sherlock movies. I like them. They're like, I don't know. I can watch them a lot. I like the fast pace, like almost superhero vibe of them.
Those are all Robert Downey Jr., aren't they?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Don't those get like horrible reviews? Maybe.
Thomas is in here? Oh,
Maybe.
hey, Thomas?
I generally like the things with more. The more horrible reviews, the more likely I am to watch it a lot. So.
No. Why is that?
Well, I just think my taste is pretty. My taste could be described as poor, but I'd enjoy them, so I watch them. But I don't know. I have some movies where people be like, "I love those," and then some they're like, "What are you talking about?" Like some of my favorite movies, like Punisher: Warzone, is one of my favorite movies, and people despise it.
I don't know that I've seen it. I need to do that.
Never heard of it.
Exactly, but it's so good.
Punisher Warzone. I'm writing that one down. Kay, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, let's go.
Birdman.
What was it?
Birdman. Have you seen it?
That one I've got ready to watch.
that
but
one's
I've never
rocking.
watched it.
That one's. You haven't watched it?
No, I have
been,
not.
like,
Come on, get with the time, Steve.
I know.
just like
I
felt
know.
it in my soul
Yeah.
so much, but it's really a polarizing movie. I have a funny story about it. That's like my favorite movie. I tell it to like everybody.
Let's go. Story us up.
Okay, here we go. Favorite movie. I was telling you this like recently, or I guess like when I first met my boyfriend, and then I met his parents for the first time, and we were just talking about how sometimes it's weird how like Rotten Tomatoes reviews like don't correspond with how you actually like the movie.
Like almost all the time.
Yeah, and
Wait.
his dad
No,
and his dad was like going off and like he's like, yeah, I saw this movie one time and it had like amazing reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and then I saw it in theaters and I hated it. It was awful.
And did you say Birdman?
Yeah, and I'm like, what movie? And he's like, Birdman, and I like hit the floor. I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
Wait, people can like stuff and then other people cannot like stuff and nobody can be wrong? What is this?
It's
Such a funny
it's the
coincidence.
Dakotas.
That's crazy.
Weird things happen here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Decode us in Dakota. All
Well,
right.
North Dakota can like something and South Dakota cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like one of them's always above the other.
Obviously.
I don't know, Steve. Should I go to bed? It's getting late for me.
Yeah.
Okay, you add that extra hour and a half to our stream time and stuff starts getting a little wooky.
Listen, not my problem.
I know, you're right. You're purple.
You're purple.
I am. Wow, that's funny.
Kay, with all that you shoot, with the music, and you do a lot of actually music products, like you do a lot of album covers, but then you've got the weddings, you've got stuff like the surfer shot here.
Such a good variety.
Yeah, but it's also an unusual variety. There's some stuff in there that
You are unusual.
you've got senior portraits to weddings to music to surfing. You literally shoot everything. Do you have, if you could only shoot one, what would it be?
The conceptual weird edits for sure.
Yeah.
So like basically the way I see it is like weddings and seniors and portraiture. That was what like pulled me out of maybe kind of a boring path, I feel like.
Press it on the vinyl.
Yeah, so like stuff like so that stuff like growing up we were broke, like, and I started kind of finding stability and an income coming in for the first time from seniors and weddings and things like that. So they just have like such a special spot in my heart in that way. And then
That's awesome.
but I've always been drawn
Stuff like this you're talking about?
Yes, yeah. So like I've always been drawn to the idea of this. I didn't really ever know if I would like have the time to do it. And then living alone for the first time, like when I like turned 18 and moved out, like winters in Fargo are like debilitating. Like you can't do anything. It's so cold. And
snowy.
kind of started, yes, like it's literally the coldest place in America. So Fargo is the second coldest city, and the first coldest city is an hour away.
Oh, okay.
It should be Fargo, but so you just like have just a really weird time when like the sun sets at like 4 p.m. and it's like negative 25 degrees outside. Like you can't walk outside without like being in pain. So I started like experimenting with the kind of conceptual things that I could make like in my apartment. And that's what started happening. And that's kind of what like propelled my, I don't know, my like existence as an artist, I suppose. And that's kind of what people are.
You're built for quarantine.
Something like that. I mean,
you should
check
out. I've got friends who do the digital artistry type stuff. Renee Robin, Anya Auntie. You should check out some of their work. You might like.
Oh yeah.
Steve will send you links eventually. They'll just show up in your inbox one day. You get stuck in them.
This second day going.
I love that.
These links.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was just from. I spent November of 2018. Yeah, in Seattle, with like November and December, and that was from like the drive out there.
Love it.
But yeah, I
That's
love
interesting.
landscapes and stuff like
Is that
that.
a
I love
drone
Is that a
shot?
drone? Yeah.
yeah, I love drone shit. My drone kind of sucks now, I'm realizing, but I still have like the like first
Are you
Mavic.
sure you can't fly?
It's I don't want to talk about that. Next
Let's
question.
go with flying. Uh-oh, the rain got inside.
That one was fun.
That's
I literally
cool.
like got into the
Self-portrait.
shower. Yeah, I like got into the shower and then like ran to my little makeshift studio in the kitchen, like soaking wet, and took that. Yeah.
Was this before or after you're living with other people? Was this living alone or with
So
people?
I've lived alone until the last like 2 months.
This is awesome.
So I lived alone from when I was like 18 till
Oh, cool.
right before I turned 23. So
Where is this?
that's New Zealand.
Christina wants to know if you had any specific photos that maybe went viral or anything that were really popular.
Oh, what was it? It was like some landscapes. I think they're up there.
And
I think
Twitter?
the very first time I went viral was just like some, like a lot of the shoots and like wedding stuff I do in Fargo include like driving like into the literal middle of nowhere, and they're just like really interesting like abandoned things out there. And I was like, did a little photo set around Halloween that was of like an abandoned like gas pump and like a weird glowing red church that got like
Ooh, I like that Black Lives Matter one.
150,000 fucking likes or some shit, and like it was on BuzzFeed and stuff, and that was like
That's wild.
that
How's
was
the
first
retention?
time-
Is that like
Yeah.
people see that and they're like, wow, I want to do that. They probably think that's very cool. And you know, it is very cool. Is it hard to convert that into an actual viewer? Did you see a rise from that? Or what's it feel like having that? That's
Are you
awesome.
talking about like the landscapes and stuff like that?
Yeah, like if you have something that is just as significantly quote unquote better than your other stuff, let's call it that
Yeah,
for now. Does how does that affect the rest of it? Do people then check your stuff out, or how does it work?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
My like relationship with social media, I feel like has like been able to stay so healthy because like my motivation behind it has always just been stuff that I genuinely love.
Yeah,
Right.
that's great. That's a great way to do it.
It's
Yeah,
authentic.
so and it feels like my Instagram feed feels like my diary more than it feels like look at the piece I did, because they're all like recent. They're like from that day. They're not like they're things that I would have done even if social media didn't
Love that.
exist. And a lot of them I guess have kind of gotten into like, especially lately, where I don't really want to take up much space social media wise at the moment. So a
That's
lot of
fair.
stuff lately I guess is also just kind of like writing and filling people in on what's up. So
I like your
yeah,
self portraits. Sorry,
all that
Nick.
shit, a lot of like quarantine creations. And yeah, and then someone's commenting, so the one with the fridge, that was probably like, I think that's like the biggest, well actually maybe the one with the, if you go a little bit further down, there's another like the cousin of this photo that I
The
think
cousin. I like
the biggest photo I've
not
ever
the
done.
brother.
Photos have. Oh, and there. By the way, there's the tats.
Yeah, there they are.
Let's go
There's
tattoos.
a cool Bernie Sanders shirt. But yeah, so as you can see, my shit is all
Okay,
over the place.
you won me over.
There we go. Yeah,
Think about California.
making hints. I don't
I
know.
don't see the other fridge one.
Maybe it was a while ago.
I don't
When
see the
was that?
cousin.
There it is. Wait,
There it is.
There it is. So wait, down one more. A little bit more. Right there with the bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this was like, when was that? Okay, yeah. So that was
Almost a year ago.
another like massive boost. I feel like I feel like a lot of people have that kind of.
What you use for the hands? Did you cut out something and then Photoshop like duplicated everything?
So I have like gloves that go up to like here.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I do like all these by myself too because I'm like a massive control freak. So I literally
That's
like
great. That's perfect.
yeah, like I had my camera like on a tripod and had green lights under my bed, and had like a long sleeve shirt and these like super high gloves on, and I would like put my self timer on for like 20 seconds and like run under my bed and then just like grab my bed.
I would
and it was,
love to see the time lapse of that.
I know I really should have done
Yes.
that. Like that was, I messed up not doing that.
You
but
could redo it. You should do the shoot again, but not for a new photo, just for the time lapse.
I should. I think I could do it a lot better too. Sometimes I look at the colors on that and I'm like, I could have done better. It's
See,
okay. We can't hate.
no,
Yes, sir.
that's great. I was gonna say, you want to pull up the shot, and also, Kay, I don't think it's because you're a control freak. I think it's because you're a perfectionist. I think that's.
This was the stuff I was saying. I think that you would like.
Oh,
Let's see.
we're about to get. I bet, Steve, is this the latex paint again?
No,
All
Let's
right.
see.
I'll see this.
no, this is Renee. Let me reload it, so it goes to
So
the start.
this stuff is sick, but as like someone who lives in like the most literally like geographically boring place in the country,
These are probably composites. Keep going though.
They are. They
Like-
definitely are.
that's kind of why I started doing the stuff that doesn't require like a big landscape or anything like that, like portraits and stuff that I can take with a sheet in my kitchen, you know?
This is for music stuff, actually.
So sharp. The person that got me into like surreal photography was Eric Johansson. He's like a Swedish.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that last name sounds.
I know the name, actually. Yeah.
So sick. That was like the first time I ever saw myself like poring over somebody's work, like looking at every little detail and being like, I need to try this someday.
All right, I'm gonna ask this question only because I don't know. But did you edit the Dayseeker album cover? Somebody wants to know. I don't know if you shot that. Or...
Yep. I am in it and edited it. Yeah.
Here we go.
You do all your own editing?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the control freak thing. I literally can't even fathom like letting somebody else edit my photos, but that's all this was, and I loved it. So I don't mean in that sense, but like even for like my seniors and weddings and stuff, like I can't imagine, like I know a lot of people outsource their like retouching and stuff, but like no, that's what I do. Like I wake up and I edit pimples and stuff out of people's face for like 10 hours and then go to my
fashion. There are people who, and many of them are phenomenal photographers, but they're what they're known for is being a fashion editor, and they spend hours retouching skin. It's amazing.
I could see myself doing that some.
Yeah, I think it's just when it gets in like if you have 12 hours you can work in a day and editing your shoot takes 10 and shooting your shoot takes 10, you can't just do both. So I think that's when it gets to the point where it's like, okay, if I want to keep doing this, but you know, sorry, go.
Yeah. My workflow is like a little strange because so like my new normal is pretty much like touring in the winter and the spring. And then from like June to like October, I do weddings and seniors. And I guess it's becoming like a little more balanced, but it was always kind of like weddings and seniors was like how I survived, like how I paid my bills and stuff.
It's good money, much better than music.
So now it's been evening out a little bit with getting some kind of larger scale projects for album art and band stuff and touring. So.
That's great to hear. Congrats on all your success.
Which is like what I've always dreamed of, even though it is like kind of a trip, like especially with coronavirus, like I probably only have like 30% of the seniors I normally have like this summer. So it's like a little stressful, but then I remind myself like, no, but look at all this other like cool shit that is what you've always wanted. So yeah.
Hey, you make the best of what you got.
Hey, and I like how like vast or like broad your experience is, because I mean it probably all complements each other and you learn so much from it. It really shows. Your work is awesome. So well done.
Appreciate it. I've always just known that like I would way rather be making or like spending my time with a camera in my hands, you know. It doesn't really matter what I'm shooting. Like
that's a good mindset.
Like I used to, my first like consistent gig for photography was shooting construction sites for this like construction company. Like I would go up in like the basket thing with like a hard hat and like shoot the construction site.
Here I am in the basket thing.
Yeah, so like that's what I was saying, but it was like $30 an hour when I was like 17 and it was so sick. And like I would rather do that than like anything else. So
and that's 3 times as much as you would get from Panera Bread or wherever else we would work or somebody would work.
Yeah.
Well, it's more rewarding too.
Yeah, totally. It's every level. And between you saying that, you know, actually I just forgot the second thing you said that I liked, but it was something you just said, and you saying that your Instagram is more just a scrapbook, or what do you say, your journal? Diary. I like diary. Yeah, those things are both. I like both those things a lot. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I take pride in that. I can like scroll back through to like 2012 and see like my entire journey as a photographer.
That's great.
Yeah, like I don't care about like, people thinking that everything I've ever done is like perfect, when it's like, no, that's not the point of what I'm doing.
That's healthy.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah, I think that's why I've like been able to maintain like a healthy relationship with social media. Because
good job. This is difficult.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is tricky, but it has worked out to so like know that I just want to like be posting things that are relevant to what I'm doing and I care about them, and they're not being done because they're for somebody else, you know.
So if you were to articulate that into a tip, like that somebody that was listening was like, hey, I want a healthy relationship with social media, how could you kind of compact that into like, do this?
I would just...
That's a good question.
I'm so bad at keeping answers concise, but
You're
I'll
not.
try.
You're very good. You have all the materials there. I don't. I think you don't give yourself enough credit. So I
And
think
I
you
would
got
say
it.
don't worry about even keeping this one concise.
Yeah.
This
Let's
actually,
just hear it. Riff. Let's
yeah,
do
let's
it.
just hear you just
Okay.
unload.
I would just make sure, like that's, so if social media didn't exist, would you still be taking this photo? Would you still love it? Like, would it still, like a lot of my photos involve like stars and stuff. Like I go out and do that because that's like therapeutic for me to go out, drive out into the middle of nowhere and find something interesting. Like I don't wake up and be like, oh fuck, I need to think of something cool to post on Instagram. Like, did I do anything cool like 3 years ago that I could post right now? It's like, no, where am I at right now? How can I express that to everybody? And I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, like trends, photo trends like come and go, and it's cool to kind of be aware of them, but not let them tell you what like you should be doing. That doesn't exist.
That's great.
Yeah, I agree with your music, by the way, and it's the mindset. It's a really, again, it's healthy. It's a good, healthy mindset to have. And I love the idea, like Adam says, I love the idea of approaching Instagram as a diary, that you personally, it's not just to put it out there for others, it's that you personally can scroll back through and revisit those things.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
I was
going.
even just looking back like the other night, and just seeing that I used to take photos like where I didn't know Photoshop before, and I would like try to be making people look like they could float, but it would just be like my friends literally like jumping and me trying to figure out like shutter speed and stuff. And I was like looking back on that, and I was like, I could do this in such a larger scale now, and it's just cool to kind of see like the puzzle pieces behind where you're going. I don't know.
See, and that advice, like Mark said in the chat, needed this 100%, and Michelle said makes perfect sense. That some people do get caught up in, I have to do this, or I have to post a certain thing, or I have to make sure this picture goes next to this picture.
Yeah.
Because just be authentic. The rest comes.
And I'm not saying I totally don't care about like the optics, but like there's like a healthy balance in there. You know?
Yeah. So where is this shot?
This was at Newport Beach.
Oh, right by me.
Yeah, you probably know that.
This is the beach I grew up going to, actually.
Ah.
So that's the Newport Beach Pier then.
Yeah, that was the one and only time I've been there, and it was super rad. But,
was this your first time shooting the beach?
No, I'm at the beach all the time. This one, so Adam hit me up.
Fargo's got a good beach. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, so Adam hit me up about this when I was visiting. My boyfriend lives in LA, so I'm there a lot. But so I was visiting him, so I didn't have any of my hard drives that have like music photo stuff on it, and I just had stuff like this, kind of from the last 9 or 10 months. Yeah, so when I pitched that to him, not quite what you guys do on here, but he was so down for it. So
I mean, I think it is what we do on here. It's just not what we've done. So, it doesn't really, like, we're not music. The thing is that I just know music photographers. That's the reality of it. Yeah. So I had to start with my social circle. And the fact that we're stepping outside of that is great. And it gives people practice. And it's nice because there's so much space in here for people to use their imagination.
And the tips are all applicable for music photography too,
Well, and that's my thing with my podcast is I always tell everybody, it doesn't matter what you shoot, you can learn from every type of photography. Music photography, you can learn from composition concepts. You can learn from portraits, senior pictures, weddings, lighting, just in this particular case. Do you know what time of day this was when you shot this?
It was way late. So dusk. So
So the sun was down. You just didn't. Okay.
Yep. Sun just set.
When you shoot, we capture light. So the fact that you captured the right light here is a lesson for everybody, and you kept the highlights. I know people that would have blown out the highlights on the right-hand side of the horizon and then just thought I can recover it in post. And you didn't do that. And that's what makes a photographer that doesn't just take a photo, but they make a photo. Right?
These types of photos are my favorite to work with because
what are
these types of photos? Just like after the sunsets, there's so much you can do with them. Like you saw with everybody's responses and stuff.
Some of the submissions blew my mind.
I
There's
know.
one
I
in
was
particular.
hoping
Yeah.
people would go nuts and
Did you
they
see the brick wall?
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet. I'm excited to see it.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody edited the
man.
photo onto a wall.
It's like, what?
So sick.
So, a couple of things. This is the raw right out of camera, and your horizon is straight.
Yeah, so I've gotten kind of good at that. There's a couple like little.
Oh yeah, it
buttons.
is. Let's go.
I mean,
That is one thing, guys. Straighten those horizons.
yes.
Like I don't think a lot of rules like are, I don't know, like across the board applicable. But I think straight horizons are pretty, kind of. I don't know. They speak to me.
One,
And if it's just like a tiny bit off, it kills me a little bit.
when a picture is slanted, it's known as a Dutch angle.
Yeah,
And it's great if there's a reason for it in
Exactly.
the story.
Mhm.
But if you're
If it's just a
capturing,
tiny bit off, like
my whole thing is I've always been driven nuts by drummer shots that are at a Dutch angle. And I look at it and the first thought that hits me is his drum set would be sliding off the stage.
Yeah.
You know? So when you're shooting this, did you know the surfer? No?
No, absolutely not. No,
My first question, why portrait orientation? Why not landscape?
I think my phone has broken my brain a little bit in that regard. Like,
Goddamn phone got me again.
that is one thing for sure that I've seen my work just slowly become vertical, like pretty much all the time, because it's really satisfying to see your piece fill up your phone.
Mhm.
But for stuff that I want to hang on my wall, I would make it horizontal. I don't know, but
Well, and the thing is, even video now, everybody hated vertical video for a long time, but I mean, vertical
like
video is a
so dumb.
standard now, and even
Yeah.
editing programs have 9:16 instead of 16:9. And there's a lot that you can do with this. You left yourself the right room, right? So you put the horizon center, which isn't necessarily where compositional rules would say to put the
totally not.
horizon. You normally don't want it centered.
no way. Yeah.
But what that gave you in camera was the ability later to decide in post, did the colors, the variations and gradients in the sky colors come out to where that, I want mostly that, and I'll bring the horizon down and cut some of the sand, or maybe the water motion came out really cool. When you shot this, what were you thinking exposure-wise? I mean, did you consider dragging the shutter to blur the water? What's in your head when you shot this?
I definitely wanted to keep the surfer sharp, and he was kind of on the move. So, and I always prefer to shoot a bit dark for landscape stuff because it gives me, and I'll be able to show you later why it gives me like so much more possibilities to work with. And I'm always just a sucker for editing in stars and stuff like that, and you definitely need the sky dark for that stuff. So.
That was an interesting comment. You like to shoot landscapes dark.
Yeah.
Just do you do that in other genres?
I definitely shoot most things dark. And I think I'm spoiled with the camera that I've had it for the last 2 years now. Like it's like 50 megapixels, so I could crop this so many different ways and like.
Are you shooting a Nikon D850?
Yep. Yeah. So I'm very spoiled in the range.
Let's see your mug.
What's? Oh yeah, what's that?
I love it.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah, this one turned out to just have like a lot of different possibilities in it. I'm glad everybody saw it.
Well, again, okay, so let me ask you this then. I don't know that I've ever asked this question, but I am curious.
Here we go.
If you were
I'm
at
nervous.
Newport Beach again, and you were shooting this again, having seen this and processed it, and I would even argue, having seen what other people have done with it, is there anything you'd do different?
Honestly, so for photos like these, which I kind of take while traveling, kind of in like the little like slow pockets of my time, these also kind of feel like diary entries. So I don't know if I would enter it into it with like a set in stone concept in mind, because I kind of want whatever's going to happen. So I think I would do everything different and just have a whole different image from it, Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, it definitely makes sense. When you're, I can't wait to see how you process it, but before I see it,
yes.
When you're seeing this, when you look at this on the back of your camera, do you immediately think to yourself, where that I'm going to want to pull shadows out? I want to see that peer in more detail or I don't? Are you thinking that, or are you capturing more, the geometric layout in your head? Or are you thinking at the granular level?
Definitely the layout. I would see, like, I saw this on the back of my camera and just knew that there was so much that I could do with it because it is such a blank slate of a photo. And as long as the surfer was in focus, that's really like all I needed to know that I was like going to have a good time with this photo.
I like where the water ends on the bottom right too. That's really
Yeah,
deep.
I really love the curvy line kind of contrasting with like how straight that horizon is.
That leading line of the water.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
perfect.
And again, you left so much possibility for crop here because if this is that high a megapixel, you could make this landscape
Yeah, easy.
with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And the saying is exposed to the right, meaning you can recover your shadows, but whatever you do, you don't want to clip those highlights. The fact that you captured the highlights intact also gave you those color gradations.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can imagine what can be done in post.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to avoid shots like that. I'm colorblind. So shots like this, to make them, a lot of times I'll edit shots and look at my wife and go, "What do you think?" She'll go, "They're green."
That's so interesting. I didn't know that about you. That would be so hard.
And so with music, it's not so bad because there's colored lights and I can white balance and I remember what I saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you start getting into the colors of nature, it's harder, but you got all those colors there.
Totally. That's so interesting. Yeah, because a lot of my work but I just kind of have found myself, I just love cramming as much color into a photo as I can, like if that's appropriate for the setting. And
It shows.
Yeah, I know.
It definitely shows. It's awesome.
It's
Sometimes
not for everybody, but it's fun.
Nah, I mean, screw them. I was gonna say sometimes I look at him and I'm like, but how? It just works. Like sometimes,
that's my favorite reaction.
Yeah, I'm like, and it works. It doesn't work so far that it does work, and I don't mean that's like. I mean that in a way where it's like it's so far from something I could comprehend or conceive on my own but I'm just like, but she did it. It's so cool.
Just like, yeah, that's pretty much my favorite reaction to anything I can make is just to make somebody like stop scrolling and be like, how? What is this? How did they do this?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Did I make you stop scrolling? You got stop scrolling photos. That's like a new compliment.
If we're gonna go away from the music shots, this is which I think is fantastic. I love the idea of everybody editing a little of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like something like this, like for kids like me who grew up in the Midwest who don't have access to a photo of a surfer on the beach. Like, this would have been so fucking fun for me 10 years ago,
to edit it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, but this also inspires people to shoot other things, right? So as we're in our downtime, this is perfect to say, look, you can't shoot a show. Find the passion in the photography and the art, not just the subject.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like
you could make it purple.
Exactly, you can. And with a lot of show photos, it's kind of more about like, is the person in the photo like a cool person right now? Whereas with photos like this, it's like, how, like, this is where I was at this time. How can I like communicate how I was feeling being there and like through my colors and my forms and things like that.
Do you, when you're capturing shots, do you think of the photojournalistic side of it and the story? Because one of the things I love about this is you did get that surfer sharp, and a lot of people would have immediately looked at water and went, I'm gonna get that blurry, cloudy effect in the water, and then they would have been blurry, which could have been cool, right?
Yeah, totally.
But you can see the surfer's head is down. There's like a mood in the way the surfer is walking. You kind of wonder what they're thinking. Did they have a good surf day or not?
Totally.
How am I so wet?
Yeah. Why am I so wet?
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to fall off. Do you, when you shoot all your stuff, your weddings and your senior portraits and your music stuff, are you the type of person that thinks of what story is this going to tell, or are you just capturing?
I would say for stuff like this, like I said, this was just taking a walk on the beach. Can't exactly remember what the context was. I think it was right before we were supposed to leave for a tour at the end of last year. Yeah, so it's kind of more so just like for fun, have to have some stuff to play around with. But for like my conceptual stuff, the ones that like I really go crazy with the edits and stuff, like the record player hand and stuff, those I really think deeply about what I'm trying to do with them. They're not just like, I hope this looks cool. It's like, I have an idea or concept that I'm trying to communicate to people to get them to slow down and think about it and feel about it, you know? So it's different.
I'm going to pull that one up actually really quick because you mentioned this one right here. When you do shots like this or that beach shot, do you pre-visualize it at all?
Not the beach shot. The beach shot was definitely just a little snapshot that I ended up really loving. But this one for sure, like I'll sketch it out. I'll like.
Oh, you'll actually sketch
it? Is that your
Yeah,
finger?
No, I literally.
That's such a nice nail.
I made.
Did you make it?
No, I made a Facebook post being like, I need somebody who has nice nails that lives in this area of town that can come over tomorrow afternoon. And then I got my friend Melanie who had like a fresh manicure.
Dang. It's got some nice coffins. What are those called?
What I love is on the turntable, you even have, this is like an old Techniques 1200.
It's a motion blur.
You got the markers
and this photo
that show if it's at speed.
Because this is from like beginning of 2018, I think. So this kind of feels like a lifetime ago, but I remember like loving this picture. And like thinking really deeply about like what record I was going to put on his head because I needed something that like wasn't going to be polarizing. So I just put on my favorite Strokes record, which I feel like is like, that'll be nice. Yeah. So looking at it now, I see other things I could have like done better. And I don't really love like the blank backgrounds anymore. I probably would have branched out a little bit more, but I really love it for what it was at that time.
Wait, what record did you say it was?
It's Room on Fire by The Strokes.
Nice.
Hey, did you photograph the record?
Yes, that's like a big thing for me. I photograph like every single element in all of my photos, or else I like.
Because that's not an easy shot in and of itself from a reflection and specular highlight point of view. That's a difficult shot.
This guy's a photographer. This guy knows. He knows how hard it is.
How'd you light the record?
I lit it with the same thing that's lighting me right now. It's just like a crappy little light stand with like light bulbs that I got from the hardware store.
I love that. Hey, Steve, if you had a record spinning in your head for the rest of your life like this guy, what would it be?
My mom brought me a fresh coffee.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I'll come say hi.
It's like chat in real life. Let's see the mom.
Come here. You can't just bring me a coffee and like not make a little cameo.
Come on, Mama.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Good job.
She's purple too. The whole family's purple.
You should be very proud of your daughter.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
I am.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you in chat.
Won't tell you everything she said about you.
Yeah, she's very cute. Your mom is awesome.
On fire.
I knew she needed a bit fresh coffee, so.
Mom reveal.
That's the one thing about living with my mom. We always have like a whole pot of coffee ready, like at all times. It's been great.
Why are you getting caffeinated this late? What's going on? What are you doing?
I just drink coffee all the time, and I can like sleep all the time still too. It's probably like not great, but
Steve's always got a Gatorade on stream and a Diet Coke in the afternoon. Steve drinks Diet Coke every day.
Wow.
No, I drink Diet Coke. You can just stop at I drink Diet Coke because that's.
What more do you need?
He eats a Del Taco every day.
There's no every day. It's just the drink. The only reason I do this is because it's just easier in here. Otherwise, it would be a whiskey.
Oh.
Give me a good whiskey and I'm happy.
I got water courtesy of the Airbnb bathroom faucet.
Ooh, delish.
Maddie Heckens. Nice.
Yo, Steve, let's go to the...
Let's do it.
How are we on schedule? I feel like we went like 45-15, but we didn't. Like, we're on schedule.
We're
doing it live. Well done,
yeah,
team.
I'm having a good time. This is great.
Good. I hope I look forward to seeing Steve every week, and I look forward to meeting our guests and hanging out with chat, because honestly, this is like a good social... It makes me happy you're enjoying it. Wait, Steve, no, we got to do her edit, bro.
You got some fresh...
Oh.
Get out of here.
Oh, good.
Go.
Okay, you got to share your screen. We can take
edit it now? Is it happening?
You can take a moment to pull up whatever you want to do. Like, there's no rush. We'll talk and hang.
I'm ready.
All right, if you're ready, just share.
Adam's the only guy I know that when his video starts to freeze in Skyline, it actually looks better.
I'm offended somehow. Something's offensive.
No, it's a compliment because most people always freeze like this.
What's up with that?
I practice my freeze face every morning.
Your freeze face.
Is this working or no?
Yep, you're on.
Now we can see everything, including your. Everybody analyze her task doc. Everybody analyze the doc.
Please don't look at anything I'm doing.
All right,
don't look at my don't look at my preset names. Don't look at.
Is that a new
Yeah, don't look
operating
at the
system?
icons.
Is that a new operating system getting installed?
I don't know.
You have
I
an
literally
update
have
to
no
iCloud.
Yeah.
I mean, not to iCloud, to Adobe Creative Cloud.
Don't judge somebody by their dock, all right? Everybody is allowed to have whatever they want on their dock.
People have told me for a very long time that I should do like editing tutorials and stuff, and I was like, I know I can do that, but the comments are gonna be full. Oh, you should do this. Why didn't you update that? Why is your taskbar like this? And I just would want to get in fights too much about it, you know?
These are fighting words. All right, well, please don't fight me. I'm just trying to be your friend. I was just kidding. I was just joshing with you.
Okay, I forgive you. I need to move you guys though, because you're over my.
The preset. Come on, give us like a 4 preset name read. I'll read them. All right, we got very
hold on,
nice and
hold on.
professional.
These are only my favorites too. These are like the freshest presets I have.
WTF kind of dope low light 2020 is that's a mood if I've ever heard one.
Is it gonna work?
Oh
That's
wow.
nice.
Yeah.
Kind of a vibe.
That's great. It looks sandy and warm. It looks like honey is dripping from the sky.
One good
Nice.
senior 2020.
One good senior.
Okay, so all these are.
What happened to the rest?
These are exclamation point 1 because that's where I'm at.
Puts them at
for
top.
The categories right now. Do you want to see this? Okay, look at all these presets I have.
Where do
Wow.
you find them?
This girl
Exactly.
presets.
Okay, so that's
Wait, go back.
Oh my
You have
God.
a whole bunch of untitled
You literally have a
presets.
preset for every step of every slider in Lightroom.
literally never like cleared them out in my whole fucking 7 years of like using Lightroom. So
You sure? I know. You couldn't fool me.
So-
I'm just kidding.
these are just what I've got right now, and then I have all the ones that I sell. Shameless plug, y'all want in on this? Come on.
Oh no, there's no shameless plugs. What do you got? You got something you're selling? Let's go.
Yeah, on my website I sell presets.
Connor, let's go. Get it. We'll get a link in the chat, and if we sell
Oh,
one tonight, we take 120% commission.
Okay,
So you actually have to
perfect. So
pay
I
us
paid-
for every one you sell. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Yeah.
sounds good. Use code Adam at checkout to pay 200%.
If you pay, no, they only pay 100%. You make up for the other 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
collaborative.
Oh, great deal. I'm not clicking on them right now though, because then that would just say what they are. I just realized that I probably can't expose my own presets before you buy them.
Oh no, it's okay. People, I believe that our community, if they really like something they saw, they wouldn't like
Oh, that's
backwards. They wouldn't backwards like figure it out. They would pay you. They are good people. So you're safe around here.
So true. I believe it. I feel safe.
All right. Well, we already kind of talked about the thought process behind this with Mr. Steve's Behind the Shot.tv condensed condition. So if you want to just go for it and tell us how you decided how to edit this, or maybe I don't know, what are you doing today? You editing it, or are you gonna do some Photoshop? What's the vibe?
So I'm gonna give you some like wide branching tips that I use, and there's no way I'm gonna land exactly.
Wide branching. Let's go.
I don't know. Sure.
No, I like that saying. That's why I repeated it. I wanted to remember it.
Wide branching.
You just got a commercial in the chat.
Yeah.
Miss Havoc said that they already bought your presets and love them.
Selling presets was something I was so scared to do for so long, and then I started last October, and it honestly like helped me like so much. So
That's
if you
great.
ever bought my presets and you're in here, thank you. You literally have been keeping me alive. So
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we support. So let's go. Yeah, we got testimonials. We got links.
wow.
We got kids to feed. So let's buy some presets.
Here we go.
Yeah,
What do you got?
Sorry,
So, yeah.
Steve.
No, I'm anxious to see this.
All right.
So yeah, I'm gonna give you some wide tips on how I edit it, and I edit really weirdly, and I know people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But
No, you're
I had a
good.
good time.
No
So-
such thing.
But like I said, there's no way I'm gonna get exactly where I was with that edit, so I have the edit saved to jump into when I am too lost. But okay, so first things first, for stuff like this, where I want like a total blank canvas, I just put the contrast completely at 0 and bring the highlights down, and I like shadows all the way up, blacks up, whites down, so it's just like as blank as possible.
It's flat.
Yeah. Should I show you? Should we look at what it ended up looking like, or does it matter or no?
Yo, you can literally do whatever the heck you want. So
The
let's
stage-
do
the
it. If
stage
you
is
want
yours.
to do it
Make your
and you
own
feel it in
little-
your heart, let's go.
I made you your own little folder so I don't have to look through my.
Hi.
Hi, Adam.
So
That's
this is
my
what I posted.
name. Oh my god. All
This is what
right.
I
Oh, nice.
as
That's so
the
pretty.
thing.
Look how much dynamic range you got out of that.
That's how we roll in this house. Oh,
That means
so
your mom also is good at tying up curves.
probably,
She is in the house.
absolutely.
I need
Okay,
a photo
so
thick.
one thing that I noticed with a bunch of people sending stuff in, and I know this is like a personal preference thing, but it's a button that like changed my life early on for landscape stuff, was the profile corrections button. And that just like smooths the whole thing out. So if you guys aren't aware of the profile corrections button, that's on every single photo I've ever taken. So
Yes, now we know the lens. 16-15, Sigma 15.
No contrast. Interesting.
yes, I take like probably like 80% of my photos with a Sigma at 35. Wait, was that the right thing?
Did I say the wrong thing?
35, yeah. 1.4.
All right, sorry. It's small. I'm not a
Oh,
bad guy.
Okay, so, and then I use this stuff down here a lot too. And I'm a simple gal. I like my blues teal, my yellows teal. And for landscape stuff, I like oranges a little bit more. Yeah, and then I was trying to give you like a rough. Wait, I don't actually do that. What am I doing? This is so crazy. I've like never edited
In front of somebody.
It's like so scary. So pretty much like in all of my work, my tone curves are just disgusting. Like so all over the place. And so tone curves is just like where all the magic happens for me, like 100%. Like if I was on a deserted island, could only have one section of Lightroom, it's the tone curves every time.
Interesting. All right.
And I always kind of
She's on an island with tone curves. What is she gonna do?
Are y'all scared?
That's good.
But no, that's like literally how the crazy stuff happens. And I always kind of pin in the middle of everything. I don't love the red tone curve much. She doesn't get too much love. But like the green and the blue is.
So you pin the middle and then you do an S curve.
Yeah,
or
and then you
yeah.
can like finagle different little.
Steve, you think she's just gonna use an S? Come on, we know her better than that.
Yeah, I've already seen
Yeah,
that.
get out of here.
There's no alphabet shapes going on
right
here.
There, where you just
Absolutely
had it
not.
a second ago.
This is a
that
fractured
was like
back
classic
curve.
film.
Yeah, no, there's like this is how you get the kind of like film stocky vibes and stuff. And yeah, so I have
The
like
footprints came
multiple-
out. I love it.
Yeah, I really like the footprints. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea from the edits I was seeing.
Let's turn them into dinosaur prints.
That's so fun. Or like little kitty prints or something.
Oh yeah, little kitty
Yeah.
works too.
This is where shit's gonna get crazy. The blue curve is like where most of
I can't believe you did this all with curves. Steve, how impressed are you?
I'm
where
pretty
blue curve
impressed.
here.
Let's freaking go, boys.
I'm trying to remember.
Look at the richness that's already come out of this thing.
So like by like
And that right there. Look what she just did with her
I, like,
curves. People,
assaulting-
watch this. This is how it's done.
That's just an
But-
S. I'm just kidding.
yeah, it's just like a really aggressive S.
That's
But
Banff,
yeah,
Canada, right there.
there it is.
Yo,
But yeah,
wait. But how are the surfers' skin tones?
Oh man.
I'm just kidding.
It's good.
They actually look fine. Let's go.
It's not that bad.
I was kidding because you can't see the skin tones. Obviously, it was a joke.
That is all anybody cares about. This is so good.
No, this is
I'm
great.
just kidding now. So yeah, so you pretty much just. This is why I've never thought about posting editing videos because it's literally just me going like this for like literal hours, just like trying
I'm not seeing the issue.
something fun. So
I have to say, because I love this, I don't know if it's 5-ho or shoe.
His name's Mike.
Mike. Okay, Mike said, it's like watching a car crash in slow motion, but everyone survives and the car gets cleaner. That's awesome.
that's insane. Okay. So like I said before,
That's good.
like-
Mike's got good lines.
we like our blues green. And this is gonna kill everybody. We like our oranges.
The car
Just
crashes
max.
now become deadly.
Oranges and reds, just like disgusting. You can a lot can happen in here. So I guess I don't want to spend too much time on this stuff. Maybe I'll just throw the preset on and kind of break it down for everybody.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
you're good. You okay?
It is Surfer Man's.
All
So
right,
this
what's
is-
different here? We got some
Let's
split
check.
toning.
Let's check these curves quick because that's what matters the most. Okay, so
Okay.
what is this? This is like an
A
anaconda.
fractured ankle.
There it
Oh,
is.
it's an
Okay, so
anaconda. It's a green anaconda.
green
Oh,
is
yes.
a fractured anaconda, and blue got the big dip. Like you could like
The big tip. I
it's
love
like
these terms.
a valley here.
Yeah.
Like if you shouldn't be able to see like the other side of the canyon.
Yeah,
know?
you could fall in there and be stuck for 136 hours.
Big Dipper, as Odin said.
Yeah, the Big Dipper. I like these terms.
Someone just said his lips are oversaturated. You're so right. They're gone.
Darn it,
yes.
Mark.
But yeah, so this blue curve is where that like yellow pop is coming from, and you can just make it as insane as you could ever want. So that's why curves are so fun, because you just don't even know where that yellow
that right there is right there. That's film. That's a classic like 70s film look.
I want it.
Can you do video at all?
Do I do video?
Yeah. I just want like a 30-second video of your mind. Just like creating visuals. Like I don't even care what the subject is. Just edit video just to look like this. I just watch it on loops.
Honestly,
cool.
I got my first big like commercial gig, and there's some video in there.
Let's go.
I can't. I've become one of those people that's like.
You signed things.
But I can't tell you about it yet.
You're not in any category. That's just called. I mean, that's just normal. You're working. You're a working person. It's not yours to disclose.
Because normally, like, it's like seniors and weddings and stuff, and it's like I did this, here it is. But this is the first time that I'm like, oh my god, I can't talk about this thing that I.
Well, I'm excited to see it, and I hope maybe you can come back here and show us it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be fun.
Sean Ryder said this is witchcraft.
Thank you.
Thanks for that host, Mike.
And here's all this stuff. So like I said earlier, we like our blues green. We like our greens blue. That's just me though. And bringing the blues down gives you a lot more to play with for what we're going to do in a sec. But yeah. Oh yeah. And I think I added in, and I did add in a gradient here. If y'all don't know about gradients, very good for making your skies darker to put
exposure down, contrast up. Interesting.
Yes. So pretty much just flatten it out as much as you can, and then fill it in with the curves. That's
nice.
my go-to. And then there's all that stuff. So, okay. So I think, should we go to Photoshop now? Everybody got that?
What are we doing in Photoshop?
We're going to throw some stars and some clouds in there real quick. Oh, I'm doing a baby shoot right now. Shout out to Sierra. Oh, I guess I have to export it first. That's fine. One sec. Y'all want to see my export settings?
Okay, I always do this is a serious question. What's the difference, Steve? Maybe you can answer it. Okay. She's exporting. I open in Photoshop from Lightroom. What's the difference?
I would, if you export as a JPEG, you're baking it in and you're cooking it in as a compressed
Okay,
file.
teach us if there's a thought process behind it, or is it just what you do?
If you just open
this is what I meant when I tweeted that when I edit, it's the Wild West. Like I have been doing this with no guidance on my own for so long that I know I have like habits that make like formally trained people.
No, you're good. Because none of us are formally trained, and I always try to hold my tongue because I never want the guests to feel like I'm telling them how to do.
Right. Totally.
So I hope you know this comes from a genuine place of just learning.
There's so many different ways to like do the same thing.
Yeah.
But the difference in answer to Adam's question is if you export a JPEG is a compressed baked-in file, whereas if you open it, if you right-click it and say Edit in Photoshop, it opens as a TIFF, giving you much more data. So you're technically losing data through the JPEG method.
Oh, Steve just taking all the fun out of it. Okay, cool, man.
Doesn't make it bad. I didn't say it was bad. It depends on what you want to do.
That, and sometimes I do not do that, and I have no reason for any of it.
I like it. Hey, it just comes from within. It comes from within.
I did it as a tip for Steve. That's for you.
It's not for me. You can do it any way you want.
You guys, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to get a bell and we're gonna sound it, and then we're gonna have a fighting match.
Let's go.
I'm just kidding. So long story short, for those of you guys, Kay, before you go, can I just tell people what we were talking about? Because we all know. Basically, when you open a file from Lightroom, you can either do it like as a JPEG or a TIFF, and we're like, it doesn't matter too much, but we're just trying to understand the reason and why we're doing it. So
the logic as the way you were doing it,
yeah. So that's what we were talking about. We were saying a lot of weird words, though, I'm sure.
Like as a good example, I actually shoot in Adobe RGB, If I open and edit, I keep the Adobe RGB and 16-bit if I've got it when I go in. If I export as a JPEG, I drop down to sRGB.
And
so it's things like that, and it's a choice
TIFF
from an
is
artist.
so big too, so sometimes JPEG is sick because it's so much faster.
Yes, and especially if it's like, if it's just something for fun that I'm going to throw up on Twitter and it's not going to have like a life past.
It's not your
Twitter.
commercial gig.
Yeah, then I don't really. Yeah, because
again, it's just an artistic
files are
choice.
Disgustingly huge, and
sometimes that goes. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go for it.
No, you're good. I remembered why I did that though. I just realized that. So I'm so sorry. We're going back to the JPEG.
You don't have to apologize. Let's freaking go.
So I remember I did the JPEG because wrong one.
Did we give it away?
Because the layers that I was using to like add the clouds and shit are small.
My computer like sometimes takes forever too when I'm not in JPEG. It's like, why do you need a gigabyte file? We're gonna take 3 hours to edit this.
That's
totally,
right.
but like for that
put it on
commercial
Instagram.
gig, for that commercial gig, I was like, all right, we're gonna make my computer sweat today.
It's fans all loud. You're like, hello?
It's like,
what's going on?
So these are some kind of little fun stuff that I have. And like I was saying earlier, like I really can't enjoy one of my photos if I didn't take every single element in it. Like, so the stars, the clouds and shit, I want to have taken.
You shot all of them. You didn't like unsplash them or anything. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So like this star photo is from 2017, and it's like it's just a really nice star photo from Santa Barbara, and it's just like, if you would look at my photos that have stars in them, you can tell that it was probably from this photo, and I kind of like it. It's like a recurring little splash of consistency. I don't know.
With our powers combined.
Exactly.
Captain Planet. All right,
this
here
is
we
gonna get good.
I'm gonna kill everybody. So,
all right.
So for stars, this is overlay mode. So if you guys don't know about that, that's good shit.
Oh, it's about to blow your mind.
Yeah, you just run down to whatever mode is like striking your fancy. There's like some fun stuff you can do. But I guess for stars, lighten and screen are normally the way to go. And then get rid of the stuff that's on him. Oh God. See, this is where it gets stressful for me. And then you just kind of,
and now she's masking it out. So she created a mask, and everything black isn't showing, everything white is showing.
Please know that this is so sloppy compared to how normally.
Oh yeah, we're editing for the sake of learning, not for the sake of adding it to your portfolio. Yeah.
So we got some stars now. Okay, so this is probably what's going to kill people. And then sometimes, because it's like destructive editing or whatever.
Dude, nobody cares. You're welcome here.
I think I'm just like I'm on defense.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
if someone's gonna give me shit, I'm like, I'll give myself shit first.
Yeah. You can't kick me, I'll kick myself.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. But your portfolio speaks for itself.
Yeah.
What you're doing is right because it works.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. None of us are formally trained, and Steve might be, but I don't know. Maybe just in radio DJ or something.
No, I'm just a geek, so I just got into it.
Yeah.
And what she's doing now is she's doing levels, but she's doing levels on the sky, the stars, not the background.
So the screen pops more.
Yeah. So the techie side of it is if she makes it darker, the blacks will drop out more.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm not okay. Yeah. Was that multiply screen?
And the white's brighter.
Yes. There we go.
Okay, so that's all fine and dandy. And then I have this photo from Hawaii in September that had some nice clouds in it.
You're literally taking the world and folding it on top of itself.
Yeah, so now we have California and Hawaii all getting together as one. And
as they do.
The same thing. That's kind of fun. And you can just already tell. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but I like it because I like all the colors and stuff.
And she's going to mask out the land.
Can I do it right this time? Every time. Yeah. So, oh God. Okay. All right. So now we got to talk about.
Can you show us each layer and what it added really fast? Or are you still doing this layer? Sorry. Cool.
So, stars, clouds.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Absolutely. Keep going. What are we talking about?
So this is a pet peeve I need to share with everybody. That it's not that deep, but it helps so much to make like these kind of very fantastical edits hit your eye as something that's like, it's obviously like not real, you know, you're not going to like be seeing stars from like a photo like this short or quick, you know, but it'll like make you feel like a little more enveloped in it. I feel like if you try to make it as realistic as it could possibly be. So something that like kills me a little bit is when there's like stars photoshopped over clouds.
Okay.
So sometimes, okay, and also I need to show you this. Okay, so this is my Wacom tablet. Wacom.
Yep.
This changed my life. I use it for every edit ever, and I use that to kind of, oh shit, it's not plugged in.
Which gives you pressure sensitivity and everything.
Exactly, it changed the game for like making a natural feeling edit, which is weird because I don't edit naturally, but.
Yeah, I don't think your stars over your clouds are what's going to make this unnatural. Sorry, Kay.
Listen.
No, but I gotta say,
but I like it.
The fact that she said that to me is actually one of the most amazing tips.
Yeah.
Because that's the detail. You can make this shot and go, it looks really cool, but that little detail of realizing, those clouds would be behind in front of the stars. That's what takes a picture from here to here.
Yeah, it's like I agree with you, and I maybe I misspoke, but I like your attention to detail, and I was just more alluding to the fact of how surreal your image looks. But I like that even though it's surreal, everything is on purpose.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like
she's editing with intent. She keeps saying it's a crazy, weird thing. It's really not. She's editing with intent.
Yeah.
And okay, another thing that is crazy sometimes to me when people, when they Photoshop in like a crescent moon, and like if the moon, is like here, and the moon is like a full circle, but there's stars in the like shadowed part of the moon.
Stop being sloppy, guys.
Yes, that's like another thing that it's like, if you would have just taken out those few stars, it could have been a little more realistic. But yeah, and then the stars around like the edges, you just kind of, it's really easy to do with the trackpad, just kind of be like a little gentle with them. But
that's a key too. Look at the real world, right? You can be completely surreal as long as there are things in the image that don't take the viewer out of being real.
And then like all of this down here where it's like super foggy, there definitely would not be stars down there. That was kind of odd. We'll probably do a little more of the gradient guy.
I still can't believe how much color you pulled in Lightroom.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
And that works with like any type of photography, especially I really love shooting.
Wow.
Like I shoot smaller shows and it's like in, horribly dark, like little bars and stuff. And I have to use a flash and I do like light trails and stuff. It's really fun to be able to like fill in just like a white streak with like a popping color instead of it just being white. Cause white kind of just feels like a wasted opportunity in photos to me. Like why not make it pink or orange? But that's just neat.
Why not give it some pizzazz?
Yeah.
Odin said that a Wacom saved their wrist.
Yeah.
And then
it like increased my productivity like nothing else I've ever done.
Somebody asked, is that the Wacom Bamboo?
I think so.
The small one, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little guy. I think it was like $70-$80.
Every trackpad's a Wacom, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
I'm just
about
kidding.
it.
I was just saying. On your computer.
And I want you to know, Mark actually said, as a novice in Photoshop, thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
You're welcome, Mark. It's for you. But yeah, so you can kind of just tell that like by taking the stars out of the clouds, this suddenly seems like a world that you can kind of get lost in a little bit more.
What I love is that if you weren't talking during this is not a long edit. And look what that picture became.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you comfortable sharing this Photoshop file or no? Does that go against your...
Yeah, totally. Let's go.
Because it'd be awesome if you saved it and we threw it in the Discord for people to kind of download and look at how masks work and stuff if they didn't know about it. But if you... are you in our Discord?
Oh, sure.
Do you use Discord? Yeah, dude. If you just show it in a... What's up, Steve?
Parker is talking to me. He wants me to do like a little thing on the
Discord. Yeah, I think you're our first one. Yeah, if you guys don't know, but we might start doing... Well, we are going to start doing some little editing courses on Discord, so Parker's in charge of those.
Yeah, Parker, I didn't know who that was, but I got an email from him like a week ago.
Yeah, he's in chat. Parker Wet. Well, he might not be here right now, but he's one of our mods.
My phone died, so I can't see the chat, but...
Parker's in there. Maddie Heckens said, Kay, are you accepting applications for a new best friend?
Oh, I'm such a weirdo though. Like, especially during this time, I just like wake up, edit all day, go to a senior shoot, edit all night, sleep, repeat.
That's healthy.
But
You're working on it.
If you're into that dynamic, we can totally do that.
She's back into curves.
So I'm back into curves because
somebody stop her.
They don't look right. So there you are. Yeah.
Whoa.
So with the curves, you can kind of like just try to make things like.
Look at Steve's face.
He's losing his mind.
Steve just went like this. He went.
Check it out.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Just to kind of make it, yeah.
Because what I love about this is these aren't difficult edits. You just have to know they exist. And when you know they exist, these can change art.
And this took me obviously like years of figuring it out. Like I'm still figuring it out all the time. Okay, so now we got some issues with the stars.
Somebody listening to music? Am I going crazy? Somebody got music playing? No. Steve, you got music playing?
No.
What am I hearing?
The air conditioner turned on though. I'll turn it off.
No, you're fine. That's all good. Your air conditioner's got a music. No, it's not. It's a non-issue. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something more loud.
I'm actually at a gig right now. Just kidding. I wish.
Rage Against the Machine's playing live in the other room.
Oh. Kill him in the name of.
Wait, that might be the move. Lighting might be the move. Yeah, that's good. That was nice. That's good.
Steve, you want to read what Mel said?
Let me find it.
Is it his doc?
6 to the bottom.
Should I throw a
Watching Kay throw every single, quote, rule I've ever been told about editing is inspiring.
Yo, do you want to throw this? You can either send it to me, like, on in our chat on here, and I can upload it, or you can do it yourself. If you want to put it in raw editing challenge, just as like a PSD, that'd be sick on Discord.
Should I throw a moon in there for everybody to play with?
Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's give them a little folder of. You can just, if you want to throw it in a Dropbox and throw a link, or you can just throw it all in there separately. They can download it, whatever works best for you. I don't really care. Yeah, throw a moon in. I just picture you just being like, you're like kind of like a chef, but you're just like, throw a moon on it.
I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of stars in there. We're gonna plop a moon in there.
Yeah. This moon's.
Oh my god. See, this is what I know what is gonna be like really hard for some people to watch.
Yeah.
So she's holding a key down to constrain that to a circle, which is the shift key.
That's like good enough.
No moons.
Oh god, we missed some. What is that? What is that? That's disgusting.
This guy. This sky.
I don't know who invited you.
Yeah.
But then you guys' videos are in the way of my buttons.
All right, should we go?
Yeah.
I'll show myself out. Steve, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think she might just take over the editing channel.
We'll head down and get a Diet Coke.
All right.
No,
Whoa.
Steve, a little late for a Diet Coke. I think we're kind of worried.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's you better be Miss Coffee. Steve.
Yes, exactly.
I got water in this cup. I can't drink caffeine past noon or I'll stay awake till the next day.
I can drink Diet Coke at 3 a.m, go to bed at 4 with no problem.
There's something about me that doesn't say that sounds like a brag. It's not. It's not. It's not a brag, guys. Adam and Eve out.
Honestly, though.
Somebody said Steve shotgun that. Steve shotgun that Gatorade. Oh man, Steve went to college.
What kind of college?
I don't know if he went to college.
I went to 1 day of college.
I went to a semester. We're kind of similar. What'd you go to 1 day for? Were you supposed to be there, or did you just show up and say, "I'm here now"?
So I grinded in high school because I got like scholarships and shit. But I was already like 2 years deep into having like a photo business that was like pretty good. So
yes.
I rolled up and I was like, I'll give it a go, and I fucking. But I rolled up like wanted to do photo classes and stuff.
Did they make you wait?
Yeah, no, it's
same
like,
shit.
I went to the photo class and I just remember like them saying like you're gonna be graded on like how you print the photo and like what type of paper you use and how you frame it, and I was like, get me the fuck out of here, like, and it just hurts my heart. And
And she got the F out of there.
I did that stuff, but like I don't know. Like I would rather.
But college is good. Yo, just because it didn't work for
Absolutely.
Kay, college is good for some people. It's a different
No,
route
and
for
I could
everybody.
see-
So
I could totally see myself going back for something else sometime.
Depends on what your goals are.
Yeah.
I did not finish college, and I wish that I had. It's the one regret that I have is that I wish I had.
no
So what are you
regrets.
doing here? Oh, you're
Oh, God.
blending. You're just gonna blend the edges in with.
Yeah, I'm
this-
just kind
this-
of playing around. I don't know.
That is queen shit. Hey, respect.
Oh,
I agree.
that's perfect.
I don't know what we're
A little
doing.
transparency there.
And then we just got to get
That's
rid
a
of these
crisp moon.
stars. And I took that with like a kit lens, 24 to 120.
All right, now you're just flexing on us, Kay.
Wow.
Chill out.
This looks insane, but you know, it's something. I love
Oh.
that guy's humongous moon.
Steve,
Just
what
to-
was your one quote? Crop the hand. What was it? Something about hands?
What?
What did you have that one
I don't
time? I forget it. Never mind. Somebody in chat might remember. Anyway, something with a hand. I forget it though.
A hand.
Talk to the hand.
No, it was something It was something about editing. Burn the hands. That's it.
Oh,
All right.
burn the hands down. Yeah, burn the hands. Yeah.
Burn the moon.
Mm.
Anyway,
You get the gist.
yeah. Yo, save that in a file. Let us get it. That was great.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go.
Connor said, "Burning Man."
Circumlens for Adam.
I feel
One.
so honored getting a personalized PSD title.
And you got your own. You're in my favorites too. See?
OMG.
Because I made this because you guys, I would not be able to live anymore if I clicked on any of this or that. You guys would be.
We don't judge here, honestly. We're just here to we speak to understand, not to criticize, and we'll never be here to be like you are anything because of this. Just for fun. It's only fun.
I know it's been so good. I just want to see how it compares to what I actually posted. Okay, so my other clouds are way pinker and way more yellow. This is what we just made. This is what we had.
That's pretty
Yeah.
close. It's pretty similar.
Same-
It's close.
Yeah.
I actually like the. I like that right there. That's.
Yeah,
nice.
this one's a little less ridiculous.
This
the
is
more
inviting. This
ridiculous,
makes
but-
me feel like I could almost be in a video clip walking down that beach.
Can somebody add dinosaur paws? Please. Somebody will do it. Okay. I'm when you're on hour 3 of this coffee. What's happening?
Listen, let's go.
She's doing it.
But hey, if you didn't shoot them, then you're just gonna paint them in.
No, I paint stuff too.
Oh, all right. She does it
What does
all.
a dinosaur paw look like?
I'll leave.
Like.
It looks like this.
Here.
I can draw a dinosaur paw is like a big
That looks
one
good,
and a little
right?
one and a little one and a little one. Yeah.
Oh wait, like this? That's like a bear paw though.
No, it's gotta have bigger toes. They're like kind of like hooves combined with feet. Do you know what I mean? It's like a big hoof with other hoofs.
Oh god.
Come on. You don't know dinosaur?
This is it.
I'll Google
I'm
it for
pretty
you.
sure This is it.
He
Like,
has a very distinct
don't know.
idea of what a dinosaur paw
I think
is.
you're wrong.
And I questioned if they're paws.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
the.
sure
Well, I was just saying. Steve,
What?
can you pull it up on your share screen?
This is it.
Dinosaur footprint. Give it a Google.
Yeah. Consider
I
it
think
done.
you got. Look at this monster. He's cute.
That monster looks like a butterfly.
That looks good, right? Looks super good.
This monster
go.
changes with every step.
Yeah. No, he just has 5 different feet.
All right, fair enough.
He's in his shoes.
All right, well,
Yeah.
thank you for the editing example. That was everything I wished it was, and more things I didn't know I should have wished it was.
I'm so glad this rocked.
Yes, thank you for coming. Yo, you can unshare your screen, Kay.
Oh, bye.
No, you're good. We're going back to phases. Steve, I'm sorry we jumped around, but you can settle the dinosaur hoof.
I'm set.
Foot.
I'm there right now. Give me 2 seconds, and
And then we're going to go over some of the stuff people... Okay, well, I was just kind of wrong, I guess. I was thinking of, like, the Triceratops, kind of like, you know, like the ones...
Oh,
well, here's different
okay,
ones. Like I think of the one here in the like those.
Oh, yeah, I
These
guess
in the
Kay
middle.
was right. I was thinking of, like, this... I don't know what I was thinking of. I haven't seen too many dinosaurs lately, so it's whatever.
There we go.
Yeah. Everybody give Kay a
All right,
round
you
of
wanna look at some
applause.
shots?
Yeah, let's look at some shots. Yo, Kay, what'd you think
Yeah,
about the
definite
shots?
virtual round of applause. Kay, that was
We need,
that
we
was
need an
fantastic
emoji,
to
an
watch.
emote for round of applause. I'll just do some. I'll just clean my sensor in honor. All right, clean my sensor.
I love that. I should also do that.
And by the way, if anybody is in here watching and hasn't subscribed to Adam's channel, this is not the only show that he does. He does his Photog Hangout and a bunch of other stuff. So
we're gonna start. We're starting
there,
more new stuff soon. Just wait.
He's got another thing that he's going to be announcing too.
Wait, can we do it now?
Do it.
Sorry, Kay. Is this okay? Real fast. Give me like a 1 minute intermission. Yo, I don't know if Brent's still here, but we have a Be a Photographer challenge coming up again. It's not a website, Steve. It's just a Twitter. It's just an Instagram. Instagram.com/B a photographer. If that makes sense.
Hold on.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's Connor put it in chat, but it's basically like we used to do it like years ago and do real life meetups, and it was awesome. But right now, obviously, we can't do real life meetups. So we brought it back, and Bryn, who's not here right now, the new one just started. The first time we did self portrait, and then the next one is favorite time of day, I believe. If you click that August 10th or August 16th thing.
Huh.
And the idea is just to get out and start shooting, except we're not getting out right now because it's quarantine, so all these are quarantine friendly. And thank you, Michelle. Respect. So, thank you for that sub.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so Steve, hit that August 10th to August 16th thing real fast.
You got it.
And then scroll to the right. Yeah, so this is the challenge for this one. And it's this one's called like your favorite time of day. So yeah, do it at home. It's just to get people shooting, and yeah. Hopefully Kay doesn't compete because we'll all lose. But I'm just kidding.
This reminds me of the things Adam used to do, these get-togethers that he did.
That was
one in
this.
San Diego.
That was a Be a Photographer hangout.
Yeah, and he would give people live in the park, like Balboa Park, go shoot this. People would just go. And then come back with shots. It's awesome.
Cute.
It was fun. I hope we can do it again. We just got to build it back up and get everybody going. But yeah, join in. The cool thing about the community is if you guys leave comments on people's photos that aren't part of our community, we can grow it. So, like, really, just know you changed somebody's day if you leave a comment. It really, really helps. As long as the comment is, comes from your heart and isn't just there to be transactional. You got to mean it. But,
right.
Yeah, check the hashtag out. Help us out. You can know. There's only so much I can do, so let's do it together.
That's so sweet.
Later, Maddie. Yeah, all right, Kay, let's look over some of the photos.
Maddie's leaving?
Yeah, Maddie's out.
Yes.
Oh, Maddie, we'll see you later, bud.
All right, go for it, Steve.
Here we go.
Steve is your hands, and you can direct him if you see a shot that you really wanted to focus on, that you really liked.
I'm coming for that green one.
The bottom right. Oh, second.
The middle right.
Middle right. Yep, you got it. All right, this one is by Wacom.
And they flipped it.
They flipped it.
Oh, my goodness.
So fun.
This is cool.
love like color combinations that are outrageous. Like I'm always just drawn to photos that have a separate something you might not know about me. I want to share it with you. Please don't tell anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite photos always have like a kind of sharp contrast in them. Holy shit.
They went hard.
Same one. Number one, number two, and then the original. OG. That's a jump.
What were we gonna say, Kay?
Oh, I was just saying that like I really gravitate towards photos that have kind of a definition in the color changes,
right,
instead of just kind of all being one color or like different aspects of one color. I like when they are far branching. Remember that?
Oh, this is Nicole in chat.
Yeah, this is Nicole in chat.
She's there every week.
Oh, good. Killed it, girl.
This was the wall one.
Here's your wall. Crazy.
How do they get that in the brick? That's overlay, right? That's a screener multiple.
Overlay method, yeah. But that's so creative, and they processed the picture before they did, and they just didn't take it and overlay it.
Mm-hmm.
They processed this thing, got colors that worked against the white wall.
As being on a wall.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Number two, the raw. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like how people do the little slide over. That's nice. Yeah, wow, there's a good amount of submissions this week. This is awesome.
Now, this is interesting. A couple of people intentionally chose to angle.
And also, I will say, I feel like people looked at your work and primed themselves for the editing, because a lot of this stuff is Kay inspired. Like, we got people doing some crazy shit, and they don't always do that.
That's what I want.
Look at the detail that they got out of that surfboard.
Crazy. It's kind of fun that it's tilting. It looks like Inception.
Oh, yeah. Like when everything just goes nuts.
Yeah.
You're totally right.
Wait, 1 sec. My cat is stuck on my belt. 1 sec.
Hi, Kat.
Okay, I at least opened it for them so they can figure it out. But
Rainbow.
ooh, that's fun. It's like a sundog. Do you guys know about those? Being from California, you probably know, Adam, with Wisconsin when it's cold as hell and there's like a circle around the sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, I've heard of that.
Oh yeah.
I probably didn't know it was a thing. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
busy. I was busy banning somebody. That's what I was.
What they do?
They were just
My-
being. They were being. Basically, I need to set. You can set this thing on Twitch, or somebody like only people who follow me can chat, so that kind of gets rid of most of it. But you can also
Sure.
set like a. Actually, you can also set like a. What you would call it. A delay to how long they have to wait after they follow you to chat, and I need to do that. But they were just typing asterisks, which I mean I think they were saying swear words, so I just got rid of them.
Thank you for that input.
Oh, there's one coming up I like. Hey, some black and whites. That's kind of neat.
Oh, that's cool.
Again,
They
that's
made
that
it
old
super
kind of film
monochrome.
look that I dig.
Yeah, that was cool.
Would it surprise you if I said I don't gravitate towards black and white?
No,
Is
it's.
that
I mean, considering one of your statements was white is boring in photos and wasted space, I think that's fair to say.
That was really brutal of me.
Well, this one is definitely a remix. They called it a remix. I like that.
I hope they. Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, people got
Like-
Okay,
loose.
let's go to the next one.
That's,
Cat reveal.
Oh, hold on.
Did we get a cat reveal? Did I miss it?
wait, was there? Oh no.
Did you reveal the cat?
No. There's one over there, but she's shy.
Okay. Next
And
time.
I've got Discord up and ready to go too. I
She's
like
a
this.
second stream kind of person. Yeah.
That's nice. We love the purple.
We're here for purple. That yellow.
It just feels so dusk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jeremy. Let's see Jeremy. Jeremy's always coming in hot.
Yes, look at that teal. Ooh.
Jeremy gave us some options too. I like the different vibes.
Very moody.
See, I like that.
Yeah,
That's sick.
that's good.
Yeah, Jeremy. Ooh.
Oh, Eva.
Wow, that's cool. That's a vibe.
That would look really cool printed.
This looks like a nuclear explosion's going off in the background. And everybody's about to disintegrate.
Or
Well,
already has.
Yeah, sorry, that was dark. But
Let's see this one. Yeah, that's like the old.
Crunchy.
Eva, good job. Eva's healed or Eva's
Hey.
shield.
There's another contrast on zero for sure. That's
There's
my.
Gary.
That's
I
my.
just saw that one.
So, okay, do you find that like you shoot specifically so that you can find an image like that? Like, obviously, you can't do that with all images, but can you do it with most of your images? Their moon's bigger than yours, by the way.
Wow, I'm
Mr.
suddenly
Flood.
feeling incredibly insignificant.
I haven't seen any dinosaur prints yet, though.
Oh, I should have edited the photo,
All right.
posted it.
So, but yeah, I do.
This is Connor. Let's get a little Connor action. This is our mod, Kay. Sorry, you can go.
Oh no, you're good.
This is Captain Lasagna. Also,
Love.
responds to like every post and supports the community a lot. Always got it.
But he's
Connor,
a little bit.
actually, I was doing a live stream of my own the other day, an image critique show that I do monthly.
I know it was during
Connor
our stream.
brought a whole bunch of people. Brought Marissa and just a ton of people. It was
Steve,
so awesome.
so we were streaming, and then I went away for a little bit to AV check the guests, and everybody went to your stream, and it was super funny.
That's cute.
It was awesome.
It was
Taking
just
them
so
around.
nice that he brought everybody over. It was so cool.
Did he like add shadows under the wave, or is that always there? Am I crazy?
I don't know. Maybe he burned it. Ask
I
him.
think
He's in.
it's-
He did. He
there
said.
were probably hands there, and he burned the hands.
Like, I think he like popped the
Steve burned
That's
the
what
water.
you could do. You could take those hands that were from the fridge in the refrigerator and have them coming out from under the water.
the wave.
That would
Just
be
pull
so
it up.
scary. It's like a blanket of water. All right,
That
guys.
would be interesting.
All got some gears turning for me.
We did
gonna
it. We
dig
did it
this.
live, and no outside sources of influence were necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, that's nice.
Shirley, oh dude, Shirley's awesome. They respond like everybody on in Twitter as well. I said they're very good.
Oh, we got a
Whoa,
revert.
that's cool.
Cleaned up. Oh yeah, I forgot to edit out all this stuff.
Wow.
I
Wow.
totally did clean up the photo in Photoshop. I
This
just went
is-
straight. to the files, but
that's
yeah,
okay.
That
that's,
is really
Oh,
nice.
that's so clean.
Wow, that's crazy. I like that.
This one looks like morning vibes.
It looks so peaceful.
It's almost like they added some light at the front of the surfer.
Yeah, it seems like it.
And
I
the
mean,
surfer's pointing the different direction, by the way. The surfer's walking out instead of in.
Holy shit.
You didn't notice that, did you? The surfer.
Whoa, that just blew my brain.
That's awesome. And they did a really good job of it, too.
They're in chat. Their name is Isa. What's like the name? Same name, but in chat.
That's a beautiful name. Beautiful edit. Good job.
I dig that you flipped not only the picture, but also the surfer.
Nicole flipped the surfer, and we didn't even notice.
No! I'm so sorry, Nicole. We failed.
No, it's all great.
Too clever for us.
Ooh.
Oh, we got some greens. Oh, we got a whole new sky in this bitch. Let's go.
Storm coming.
Got some sass up in here. Let's do it.
Like make an app that's like add a sky. That would be fun, right?
Yeah. Just all it does is add skies.
Yeah.
I back that.
Oh, is this the one that moves?
Here's Nate.
All right, Nate. What you gonna do to us this time?
Hold on, let me get it.
Nate always gets loose. What was the person we had before that was always doing this? That we had him on the stream. What was their name? Do you remember that person?
That was Nate.
No, it wasn't Nate. It was somebody else, right? Tom. That was it. Tom. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Tom. I forgot.
Yeah,
the
this
last
is
name.
like a cinematograph.
Yeah, this is wild.
I love their star placement too. That's very like natural feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Fades
stuff.
darker to the upper left corner.
Mm-hmm. They got it.
A lot of people went for this old-time filmy vibe.
Yeah, totally.
And that's what I love about this whole process, though, isn't it interesting how certain pictures in your mind just immediately call for a certain look?
Absolutely.
Oh, Julian gave us 4 different versions. Let's see.
Feeling going off. That's nice. I like that he kind of.
Yeah, I like the desaturated. It's black and white, but it's also not too contrasty.
Totally.
Heavy vignettes.
Mm-hmm.
People are creative. Really good work this week. Oh, what is this?
Adding cute.
That's the
That's
first
nice.
one I've seen where somebody left it really super dark, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's an image that can go so many ways.
I'm so glad that people like saw that. You can do so much with it. What's that sky all about? Nice. Very good.
Yeah, people went to town. I love it.
Could have been cool if they like reflected the sky in the water. Cute.
A lot of bright color.
So we're here for.
That's a really tasteful black and white. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's nice.
Did anyone remove the surfer? I don't think anybody removed it.
That would be.
But again, it's a possibility. It's an easy cleanup if you
Yeah.
wanted to do just waves.
That would be so funny for like a music photo if it's like a close-up portrait of somebody like on a stage and they're just like edited him out.
Have you seen that? I forget what's that subreddit called or whatever where they like edit photos badly. Like somebody asks them to edit it and they do the wrong thing.
These ones.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called, but probably like Photoshop this for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
But these ones
I
are.
think you're right.
I love this shit. So hazy. They
Oh,
took
yeah.
that,
And
These
they've
are
got
vibes.
light leaks coming in from the side. And
took that dehaze slider and we're like,
Dehaze is the best new thing to Lightroom. I know it's like not new anymore, but it's the newest thing, right? Other than the hue and the
yeah,
fucking
well, and
vibe.
texture, dehaze and texture, yeah.
Yeah. So nice.
Dehaze used properly though is literally the greatest invention.
I love that she said 2 different flavors.
And if you turn dehaze all the way up, you can see all the sensor dust.
Oh no. I do not want to do that.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of this old-timey feel that it's kind of cool where people
Good
went, "Oh,
photo,
what's this?"
basically, Kay. Good photo today this time. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
just an absolute
Well
lot
done.
that you can do with it. Let me jump into Discord just really quick.
Yeah, you want to
See
show
if
the?
there's anything else in Discord.
Oh, Adam, also at the.
I got
photo.
it. I got it in my downloads. I'm just because the screen capture is my screen. I'm apprehensive to open anything else up because I just don't like to bounce it all around. So I'm gonna do it afterwards. But I got you.
These are Connor's right here.
I can't believe how many people did this. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Isn't it amazing? It's
yeah.
such a cool community.
Good vibes.
Crazy.
Maddie's are in here.
I still gotta get somebody for next week. I still need to start planning
A
this
lot
ahead
of
of
these
time.
we saw. Oh, look at this one.
Kay, you got any cool friends that want to do this?
I sure do. I'll message you.
That was a real ask. If they're down to do it tomorrow, I'll throw them on.
Tomorrow?
That may be my favorite black.
I mean, not stream tomorrow, but we'll release the photo tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I think I could.
That'd be awesome. I got a 5-hour drive tomorrow. We're going to Nashville, so got some time. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Well, thank you, team. Thank you, everyone. This was awesome. If you guys have any questions, like I know we don't usually have too many questions. We got about 9 minutes here. If you guys got any quick bangers you want to ask Kay some questions, we can answer them. So, of course, thank you for doing it. But let's try to finish it off with some new knowledge. I'm gonna get to bed. Yo, it's so much later here when we do the stream. Also, what time is it?
Yeah, is it 11:20
It's
for you right now?
11:22.
10:20.
Also, if you guys ever get a full thing of Swedish fish, the best thing to do is to dump them on your girlfriend. I'll show you. This is what happened here. It's a pound bag of Swedish fish.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Any questions? How do you stay motivated during the pandemic for Mundinab?
Well, it was not awesome at first. Yeah, because I got coronavirus at the very beginning of it all. So it's kind of kept me a little busy, like in March.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah, so I kind of have had a lot to occupy myself that has not much to do with art. I got it, and then my mom needed to move here, so I had to find us an apartment, and then we moved here, and I've gotten to do a couple little trips out because I've gotten to do a couple studio behind the scenes stuff for some bands, and so I've been lucky that I've had a couple things to keep me busy, and then that commercial gig came through, and that was that's kind of what pulled me out of potentially being super bummed, not having anything to work on.
Yes.
So
Pulled you out of Corona.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know, but yeah, at the beginning of this, that was when I started doing you can kind of see on my Instagram feed the photo of me sitting on my couch with the glowing eyes and the fridge with the hands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you think hard enough about it, you can figure out some crazy shit to do without having to.
You just get creative.
Set up. I have done everything that I've done with no budget, no models, no sets.
You basically just no excuses. You just made it work. You're all right. You're not focusing on what you can't do. You're focusing on what you can do.
I've got another pretty sizable album art that'll be coming out soonish that I did in the peak of quarantine, totally by myself with just stuff I had laying around.
That's great.
Yeah, it's kind of much better to not look at things as you're trapped or you're missing out on things. It's what do I got here? It's been kind of an interesting time of just
don't look at yourself as the victim. Try to make it try to figure out a way to make it your own.
Mm-hmm.
I think all your work is that. Sorry, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you're good. Yeah, I was just saying I don't remember what I was saying.
You were talking about not thinking of yourself as trapped, and you were kind of you talked about the album art, and you were going into some segue off that. But it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, just take account of what you got, your surroundings. And I think it's the easiest to ever do that right now, but since everybody is stopped at the same time, nobody's losing ground, nobody's getting ahead of you. We're all taking a very strange little break right now, and and do what you can with it. But
well, Kay,
Miss Havoc asked.
Wait, real quick, Steve. I just want to say, Kay, we've got about 6 minutes here. We've got a lot of questions. I don't know if, in the interest of, obviously, I don't want you to not answer them, but how about we if we can hammer through some of these. Steve, you want to ask them? We'll do a machine gun round.
We'll do a speed round.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who is on your bucket list to photograph?
Post Malone, Fall Out Boy.
Wow, that was a speed round if I've ever heard one.
That was speed round.
Fall Out Boy. Period, though.
All right, let's talk to Elliot. Let's do it.
Best editing snack.
Rice cakes, peanut butter, honey, cinnamon. That's my new vibe.
Okay. What's the best way to get into shows without having a deep background in it? They live in San Diego, so getting pit passes can be difficult.
Yeah, starting out trying to get pit passes would be a nightmare, I think. So start small, start at clubs and stuff that you don't need a photo pass for. Don't be a shithead. Be friends with the band.
Don't be a shithead.
Don't be a shithead.
That's rule number 1.
Yeah, be nice to the people that you're working with. Don't expect compensation when you're starting out. you got to be down to like eat shit a little bit. Just
Wow.
like
Don't be a shithead and eat shit. There's words to live by.
exactly. Put that on a shirt. Let's go.
That's a shirt. Nessie826 said, I'm going to reword it a little bit, but you move to a new area. When you move into an area, how do you make your photography known?
Ooh, I have not moved into a new area. Actually, I only moved like a few blocks away. I've lived like in the same like mile radius my whole life.
That's cool.
That's a great question. I might be able to get back to you on that in like a year.
Yeah. Talk when she moves to LA. We'll do this again.
Yes, perfect.
Or Cali.
Connor asked, do you feel like your best work is that on a no budget or on a larger size budget? How does that relate to your creative process, the budget that you have?
Well, I really have only ever had like no budget. Like, and even when I have had access to a budget, I'm so like conditioned into keeping it as like frugal as possible and as DIY as possible and like environmentally friendly as possible. Like I reuse props and stuff all the time. I go to thrift stores to find my stuff. I go to like antique stores. Yeah, I don't know. I think you feel like much more of a connection when you're careful with what you're working with and who you're working with. And also being from Fargo, I don't have access to like models. I use myself and I use like my homies that are like, that trust me like blindly. And that helps keep the budget very low too. But it's only like just recently, like with this big commercial gig that I actually like had a budget that I could compensate models for and like use to buy props and stuff. And it felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good because I could finally, especially this one gal who's like, I just felt good to be able to actually like fairly compensate her for all that she's helping me with. But
it's a good feeling to be able to pay people. That's awesome. What a cool place. Here's a good question as we near the end. What's a better alternative for being creative in home photography lighting? $100 speed light or $100 Home Depot gift card?
$100 Home Depot gift card. Absolutely. I don't use speed lights for my photo shoots. I go to the hardware store and I get like flood LED lights. Like what I'm lit with right now is just like one big blue light.
Yes.
And it's kind of how I roll. Like I love just having like a blue light and a red light, and then there's like so much to work with there when you're a ridiculous editor. So. And
then Issa actually said Casbah and Soda Bar in San Diego. Isn't Casbah where Ian played?
Yeah. That's Steve's son.
My son's got a band, and in fact, they got new music coming out next month.
Stream it on iTunes.
Hashtag sponsored.
Yeah, hashtag sponsor. Yeah, Pocket Hole Band. Let's see, what's the next one? Have you favorite location you've shot?
That's from Melly Music.
Like Humboldt County in Northern California. That's like actually, and New Zealand, but duh. New Zealand's like the one time I got to actually like experience a different country.
Good place to be right now.
New Zealand looks gorgeous. Someday I need to go.
So nice.
Is it really?
Oh, my mom. Good vibes. That's awesome.
Oh, here's a good one. Medina, have you ever felt you were going to get fired?
And then did you?
No.
Yeah, and then what was the result? Yeah.
I've only ever worked for myself.
You just wake up one day and you're like, I'm out of here.
No, that's the other cool thing about seniors and weddings and stuff. Like as long as you do what you were hired to do, like you're good. But yeah, we'll see. I guess with me like kind of starting to put a couple feet into the commercial world, that might change. We'll find out. And
let's do this. Can be the last one because this is a really good one to end on. Do you have any tips for networking?
Don't be a shithead.
Yes. And honestly, like I would encourage you guys, if you get a chance, go watch the last Photog Hangout with like Lindsay Burns and stuff. They talk about networking so well in there, and it's 5 very successful photographers. It's really good. I actually learned a lot from it too. Sorry to drop that on the end here.
She went on this one part that I was watching that was
She's
really
good, man.
Good.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I think we got to finish it up there, Steve. Let's stick on time. Kate, thank you.
This was so fun. Thank you guys so much.
Dude, thank you for coming. Thank you for making time. Let's get you on the we got links in the chat.